Hello everybody, welcome back to another tips and tricks tutorials. This time I will be talking about playing a gunboat, namely the Russian Tier 7 destroyer Tashkent. The Tashkent will be played without smoke but with heals as a long range gunboat but with 8-kilometer torpedoes. So we're using Sims as an inspiration to get 26,000 HP, and we have a quite okay reload and HE damage, but the Tashkent is very good with its AP, and this game will demonstrate you how to use and when to use AP. In my opinion, most DD players, they don't understand when to use HE and when to use HP. So let me explain you what you could do and what you should do. As a fun fact, I randomly stepped into a game with Minotaur, who was a great player in this game, and we two rocked this game here, but this is just a side note. Thanks and shout out to Minotaur for this great team play, even though it was random. So back to the game here. We're starting on the right hand side of the map, and we have a concealment of 5.8 kilometer, as you can see on the top left next to the mini map. So that means we can be outspotted by the other DDs, but they not too much because the Fletcher is about 5.5, 5.4 depending on the configuration, sometimes even worse. So we are hanging around, we're trying to sneak in behind that island, and either to immediately pop into an enemy DD and shoot him with his guns, or then turn to the right and stay at the concealment range. So as you can see, the gearing is also not too well concealed, so probably 5.5. So the moment they spot us, we spot them as well, so it's not too bad of a concealment for gunboat. So we're turning right, as I said, and we want to have a sneak peek here and see what pops up. And you can see we popped into the Minotaur division, and usually you should be very much afraid if you see a Minotaur, because they can shred you within seconds. But the opposite is the case as well. You can shred them as well, as you can see in a minute. So we are trying to get some distance in between them and us. And yeah, luckily my team, and I think it's Minotaur and the Brandenburg who was next to me, already did some good pre-work on these ships, and now we're switching to AP because this Minotaur shows broadside, and we need to get within 5 kilometer and less, and then it's Citadel heaven. So, and the Tashkent, you have to know, is very tanky if you're nose in. So I don't mind these Minotaurs shooting me nose in. They can't really damage me too much. And you can see how many citadels, so like 6 citadels on a broadside Minotaur. And the other one was distracted as well, while my team kept shooting at them. So shouts out to my team, very good teamwork, focused fire, we crossfired them from 3 directions. So basically the Minotaurs didn't stand a chance. So next up in front of us there is smoke, so I'm expecting a DD here, and we have the Kurfürst. So we're trying to top the Kurfürst. We have 8 kilometer range, so we need to get into range. So let's see how that develops. As the smoke vanishes, obviously the DD has left. And as we can see in the center of the map, they have moved into the center. So we keep focusing on the Kurfürst. And now we are in the sonar range of the Kurfürst, but we don't mind because we are behind that island. So we will play around this island with the Kurfürst. We dropped the first sets of torpedoes, 2, but we've got 3. And probably the Kurfürst is not aware of that. And meanwhile, we drop some shots on the Fletcher. Any shot helps. So we have a fast reload, we don't mind. Nobody sees us here or can shoot us. They see us, but they can't shoot us. And the Kurfürst is trying to get around the island, trying to get a shot at us. So we make use of that and drop the next set of torps. And the Tashkent has quite a good torp reload as well. So the only drawback is the concealment of the Tashkent, but it has huge HP, it has quick gun reload, quick rotation, quick torp reload, heavy hitting torps. So it's quite a good DD if you have the right setup for it. We are not opening on the Fletcher now because in the distance there are a lot of battleships and we like to stay concealed here, and we don't want to show the Kurfürst where we are, what we do, because probably he's not expecting more torps right now. But as I said earlier, fast torpedo reloads, 3 sets of torpedoes, don't underestimate a Tashkent. So then again, we spot the enemy destroyer, but we're not opening because we wait for the back turret to come around, and there are too many ships who can shoot at us, and we don't have a smoke. So, and the Kurfürst is not yet down, so we have to wait for the Kurfürst to sink, because his secondaries will wreck us as well. So now the Kurfürst is gone, and we help with the Fletcher, and that was pretty much it. But now back to AP. We have a broadsiding Alaska, and nose in again, use AP and start shooting the Alaska and help the team to finish the Alaska off. But as you can see, we are almost not losing much HP with nose in. So if you stay nose in with the Tashkent, the enemy has barely a chance to hit you, and it's also a good fire starter. I even didn't spec for fire starting with Trubetskoy. You can use a special skill where you can get 16% fire starter skill, but I think it's at 9 or 10% at the moment. And but with the fast reload, it's a great starter. So we are just getting the caps, and then we are helping the team to kill the remaining 3 battleships. But if you recap the game, the game was won when we took out the 2 Minotaur division, and they were a bit bold, rushing into our 3-man division, and obviously they weren't expecting a good teamwork and be crossfired with AP from the broadside by a DD. Because they were nose in. Obviously they can tank nose in, but not broadside AP from a destroyer close by. So they got pretty much confused by that. And yeah, then 3 of these 9 ships were already down. And now it's just about opening some fires, but we want to get a bit closer, because before we allow them to open fire to us, obviously they're going to target us as soon as we start to shoot, because we are no longer concealed then. So let's move in, and then we alternate in between all of them to start as many fires as possible, to burn them down and to finish the game. So conclusion is, the Tashkent is really a nice destroyer if you know how to play it and make use of its AP, make use of its tankability nose in. You must not be afraid of anything if you're nose in. You have to be afraid if you're pointing the sight to anybody, but nose in is not a problem. So try out the Tashkent if you haven't used it for a time. It's really fun to play. Stay at medium range, and if there are DDs, go in, hunt the DDs. Make use of the repair party. You can also go for the smoke build. If you go for the smoke build, I usually go full concealed with a 5.5 concealment without sims. And then it's also a great torpedo boat, and from the smoke you light up some fires, and you use the torpedoes. So you can play both ways, but I like this way as well, a pure gunboat. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the thumbs up, hit the like button if you like to see more videos. I'm a DD main, so if you're in destroyers, this is the channel for you. I'm not a I do everything and know something about everything. I know everything about DDs, so if you're into the details, stay here, join me, and leave your comments. Thanks for joining, thanks for watching, and see you next video. Bye bye.